morning. Oh, you know what I'm missing? My AirPod. So my goddess vibes. Wall covering felt. Now my wall feels naked. I don't like that. I don't like that my wall feels naked. Good morning. I feel like I'm a little high. Not high like that. I mean my ring light's a little high. It's a little too early in the morning for those activities. Well, I mean, maybe not. I don't know. I guess it depends. Good morning. I hope everyone slept well. Welcome today. I still feel like I'm up high. You know what it is that my wall hanging is down, and so now I feel like there's all this white space above my head, and I don't really like that. So I tried something new today. I added the hair, skin, and nails in here. We'll see if it all works out. All right, welcome to day 27 of the Prosperity Plan, the Abundance Book, John Randolph Price. For this version of this go-around, we have been going through kind of themes of the week. I didn't plan it that way, but it's just turned into that, which I think actually works really well. And so these 10 statements have been about health and wellness. And I still feel like it's so high, but all right, it's whatever. These 10 statements have been about health and wellness. And as I was reading the statement this morning, I was thinking about how we don't trust our bodies. We don't trust what we need. We don't trust our bodies to let us know what we need to eat. All right, you know what? That's just gonna have to be what it is. Because no matter how low I put it, I still feel like there's a whole bunch of like space above my head. Okay, so let me read the statement, and then I gotta put my wall hanging back up. See, it fell down. I really like it, so it's gotta go back up on my wall. All right, the statement for today. The divine consciousness that I am is forever expressing its true nature of abundance. This is its responsibility, not mine. My only responsibility is to be aware of this truth. Therefore, I am totally confident in letting go and letting God appear as the abundant all-sufficiency in my life and affairs. So I'll read it again. The divine consciousness that I am is forever expressing its true nature of abundance. This is its responsibility, not mine. My only responsibility is to be aware of this truth. Therefore, I am totally confident in letting go and letting source energy appear as the abundant all-sufficiency in my life and affairs. So I wanted to use that to speak about food. And our relationship to food, and that ties into our abundance and our health and our wellness, especially when we think we're trying to lose weight. So what happens is, I'm not going to put that in there next time. I don't like the way that taste mixes in. It takes away from the reds. So what happens is, when we embark on a health and wellness journey, when we embark on this health and fitness, and we're starting to look at how we eat and all these types of things, the first thing we want to do is control. Like, we want to control, it's in the fitness world, there's the calories in, calories out, and I'm not knocking the science of that. But what happens is we don't listen to our body. We don't listen to the abundant mind that's constantly working through us, that is letting us know what we need to have in our bodies. There's so many, you could get bogged down with so many different ways to lose weight, my goodness. And I have tried so many of these things. I've done the lemonade diet. I think I did the cabbage soup for 7 days. I've done water fasting. I've done liquid fasting, 10-day smoothie cleanse. I've been vegan. I've been vegetarian. There's so many ways to do things. At the end of the day, it's really about listening to what your body needs. And that means having awareness, being aware, knowing that you have already been encoded with all you need in order to be the healthiest version of yourself. So somebody might be thinking, oh, but what about the person who, needs to control the amount of cookies that they eat? Well, but it's not about the cookies. The cookies represent something else. It's never the food. That's the thing. That's why controlling the food is not going to be the thing that really helps you. The food represents something else. It represents comfort. It represents a way to get a sugar high or a rush. It represents a way to dull the pain of what you're feeling, to allow the endorphin, the casein in the milk from the milk that's in the cheese to let you just kind of drift off into this blissful other place in your mind. It's what the food represents. It is not the food itself that is the issue. Food itself does have issues, organic, farming, sustainability, all of that type of thing. That's not what this conversation is going to be about, but I am aware of that. And when I do my shopping, I do that, try to do fair trade, local, organically sourced and all of that. But it's also because it's what my body wants. And I think it's what everyone's body wants, by the way. So when you're talking about, I want to lose weight, instead of thinking of all the ways to restrict your eating, and places like Weight Watchers have understood this for a while, right? Instead of thinking about restricting your eating, think about what it is that your body is needing. What does your body need to have? What is it asking for? Sometimes when we think we need chocolate, our body really needs magnesium. Sometimes when we need a burger, it's because our body needs the protein. And when we eat with that understanding, when we eat from a place of that awareness of think of the divine mind within you as your guide source for what your body needs. And if you were to ask it, what do I need today? What do I need to have? What does this body need to eat in order for it to be its most optimal self, in order for it to be its healthiest self? When you start eating your food from that point of view and from a point of view of loving your body, the weight will naturally begin to fall off. You won't binge eat a package of Oreos if you're eating from a place of awareness, because you're not going to binge eat the package of Oreos while you're watching TV, because that's not aware, which is what a lot of people do. You're not going to binge eat a bag of chips if you've asked your body, what is it that you need right now? It's not going to say, the body is not going to say, I need a large family-sized bag of Ruffles. The body might say, I need chips. And then you can ask, okay, do you need chips or do you need potassium? Because that makes a difference, right? Because if you need potassium, there are ways to get it without having to eat chips. But this is about asking your body questions and being aware, being in tune with that divine mind within that will guide you. That will guide you. And it won't steer you wrong. So in my current weight loss journey, because I was up to 222, and my knees didn't like it. It didn't. And that didn't feel good. I just didn't feel good. I have not restricted my food. I have restricted my hours of eating, so I follow intermittent fasting. And I generally eat between 12 and 8. And so I'll drink, it's a great opportunity for me to get a lot of water in, to get a lot of liquids in. I find other ways to get liquid vitamins in and things like that. But between 12 and 8, I eat. I eat. I eat salads and fruit. I like my fruit with my Cocoa Whip. It's like Cool Whip, but made out of coconut milk. I like that. That's a huge sweet treat for me. I eat chocolate. I drink my wine. Yesterday I had some hot dogs. I eat my burgers. I eat pizza. What I have found after doing this for the past 5 months? I don't know. What I've found in doing this, though, is that my eating habits have naturally changed. So if I've eaten during the day and then I get pizza, I'll probably just eat one slice and I'm done. I got Krispy Kreme donuts the other day. And now I have not eaten Krispy Kreme donuts. I haven't eaten donuts like that in the longest time. And I ate 3 and I was like, bleh. And my body didn't want 3. It was like, it's too much. It's too much. There would have been a time I could have ate like 6. Your body will begin to let you know once you're hearing it, once you're listening to it. It will let you know, we've had enough. It's too much. I don't really like that. I can't eat white potatoes. I will eat mashed potatoes because there's just no way I can give them up. But I cannot eat French fries. Every once in a while I'll have them, but my body does not like white potatoes. It sits in my gut, and literally, I could gain pounds. My body doesn't metabolize it well. And I've done not eating it and then eating it, weighed the scale, like it's a whole scientific, like I've done experimenting on myself and watched the scale go whoop off of some French fries. This is what happens when you become aware. Let's say, instead of saying, like, the divine mind within me, let's say, all right, the divine consciousness that I am is forever expressing its true nature of abundance. This is its responsibility, not mine. My responsibility is to be aware of this truth, to be aware of the fact that this divine mind flows through me, that I am it, that it is guiding my body, that it knows what's best for me, that it knows what I need, that it knows exactly what I need to eat for who I am, for my cellular structure, for my DNA. All this information was given to me when I arrived on this planet. It's in there. I just have to be aware of this truth. I have to be aware of it. I have to trust it. Therefore, I am totally confident in letting go. I don't have to control my food, and letting this divinity appear as the abundant all-sufficiency in my life and affairs. Because when I release this need to control my food like that, I trust it. I trust my body. I trust it knows what it needs. I trust it knows what it's doing. What also happens when we try to control our food is that's when we binge. We're holding on too tightly. And then we start eating with this scarcity mentality. I can only have this. I can only have that. And then someone makes pie. And it smells so good. And we've so restricted ourselves and haven't allowed the pie that we eat 3 slices of it. Because we've been trying to hold on so tightly. But if we allow ourselves to listen to the inner wisdom of our body, I guarantee you will not eat a slice of pie every day. You will gradually begin to shift your eating. Now, this is just one layer of this, right? And this is not taking into account people who may have an eating disorder or something to that effect, though I do believe this in conjunction with therapy or other, modalities can still definitely help, because at the end of the day, you really have to learn to just trust your body. Your body is always letting you know what it wants and what it doesn't want. It's usually your emotional state, your ego, that's getting in the way of that. You're feeling sad. You want to feel better. So you eat something to help make you feel better. Your body didn't ask for that. Your body didn't ask for a pint of Ben & Jerry's. I guarantee you, it really didn't. But your ego did, because it didn't like the discomfort. See how it ties together when we're aware of our emotional state, when we're aware of our discomfort, when we're aware of how we're feeling, when we're aware of what's going on. And then we also ask our body, what do you need? We can begin to make different choices. We don't have to berate ourselves for what we ate yesterday and try to make up for it for, eating only salad the next day. We don't have to put this feeling of guilt and shame on our food, because we're eating according to the divine will that is flowing through us. And controlling your food, or trying to attempt to control it to such an extent, usually only leads to grief, because you're not eating out of love. You're eating out of like this pseudo punishment, almost like you're telling your body, you're so fat, you don't deserve to have pleasure. You don't deserve to have pleasurable food. It's almost like this weird sadistic form, this sadistic way of treating our bodies. So today I encourage you, as you move throughout your day, to continue to ask your body, what does it need? What does it need? What does it want? What does it feel would give it the most wonderful value today? What would bring it pleasure, and what would help it to feel good? Your body always has the answer, because it is connected to that divine force that is flowing through you. And if you do this exercise and your body says, I want a family-sized bag of Ruffles, and you're like, man, Maisha, see, that didn't work. I say again, ask your body, why does it want the family-sized bag of Ruffles? It's not going to say it because it's hungry. It's going to say, because I'm feeling ... It's going to tell you that. Because I'm feeling ... And this would make me feel better. I guarantee you that's what's going to happen when you ask it that question for that thing. Like, oh, my body says it wants a Snickers bar. Okay. And maybe that's not so bad. But then ask your body why. If you feel like you're feeling like that feels like an off choice, ask your body, well, why do you want the Snickers bar? Just continue to have inquiry with yourself, and allow that divine source within you to speak back to you and to let you know what it needs. All right. That's it for this morning. Nice and short, that's all. I'll read it one more time. And this morning I mixed the hair, skin, and nails in here. I can't do that. Hair, skin, and nails with the biotin and keratin definitely needs to be taken with food, because it will make you nauseous, which is why I haven't finished drinking my drink this morning. I have to remake it. I experimented. It didn't work out so well. So I will go remake it and just put my probiotic, my celery juice, my greens, and my chlorophyll. I will take the hair, skin, and nails later with actual food. The capsules cannot be opened and just drank like the probiotic. Lesson learned today. You live, you learn. All right, I listened to my body and stopped drinking. I wasn't going to force it down. All right, the divine consciousness that I am is forever expressing its true nature of abundance. This is its responsibility. My responsibility is to be aware of this truth. Therefore, I am totally confident in letting go and letting source energy appear as the abundant all-sufficiency in my life and affairs. Consider the eating your life and affairs part. And have total confidence in allowing source energy to appear as that self-sufficiency in your health, in your wellness, in your nutrition. Let it do that. Let me know how it went for you guys today. I would love to actually hear from you, so you can comment on this or DM me. I kind of want to hear how you went through the day and ask your body what did it need and what did it want, and ask it why did it need or want that, and did you find yourself eating differently? Did you find yourself making different choices, or did you make the same choices? I actually would want to know how this works out for you. I'm curious. All right, that's it for today. I love you all. Go out and have a fucking abundant day. I will see you tomorrow morning right here. Bye.